Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to PrizePicks. And today I got the NBA player props for you for Thursday, February 12th. I got three props here covering the three-game NBA slate today. It's the last NBA day before the All-Star break, so last chance to get some NBA props out to you guys before the weekend break. We'll be back here, I believe Monday is when the season will start back up, or Tuesday. So we got a little bit of a break here from the NBA coming up after this video here today. But yeah, we got some college basketball I'm hoping to get out to you guys. I wanted to record a podcast with @Deshaun2Raw, hosted a Bell to the Books YouTube channel. Due to some scheduling conflicts, we're not going to be able to get that collab out to you guys this weekend, which is unfortunate. But I do hope to have some college basketball props out here for at least 1 or 2 days here this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to have no videos tomorrow or not for Friday, so I don't know if there's anything that I can get out to you guys in terms of picks for tomorrow for some college basketball or maybe some golf. I know golf is starting up this weekend as well, so we'll see in terms of content what I'll be able to get out to you guys, because I don't want to give out to you guys some bad advice and some bad picks, because I just want to get you guys the free wins every single day, the majority of the time. And as you guys can see in the NBA, that's what we've been doing. Coming off a day yesterday where I posted 6 props, we went 5-1 on those 6 props. Nearly swept the board 6-0. We've been chasing this 6-0 sweep, man. I just don't know how many times we've been coming up just short by missing by 1 or 2, like over this last, stretch of months. But I mean, we've been right there majority of the time. And this month of February just keeps getting hotter. Like, this might be the most historic run that I've ever been on sports betting here in the NBA player props wise. We've been absolutely on fire here in the month of February. I need to go back and tally up the hit percentages because this is insane. It really is. So again, the core plays swept the board. I posted the 2 core plays yesterday. Again, I believe that's like the 4th or 5th consecutive day in a row where the 2 props I posted that I had the most confidence in hitting all have hit. So absolutely on fire right now. Hopefully you guys are taking advantage of some of these free props that I'm posting. We are just on an absolute hot run right now, and hopefully we can just keep this going, because I'm going to keep the same process going. I'm not changing my projection model around. We're just rolling with the same system, and I think I found the system that is absolutely money right now, and I'm not going to change anything up. I'm going to keep doing the same process I've always been doing until it starts losing. But right now, I'm not missing right now. So perfect time to hop on board if you guys are new here to the channel. I post free picks every single day, so if you guys don't mind taking a quick second, drop a like on this video, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Again, I drop free daily picks every single day, covering a variety of sports. So, yeah, again, recapping some of these plays here. I'm going to stick with the core plays. Not going to keep this video too long for you guys, but Jaylen Wells, my favorite play of the day, over 12.5 points. He finished with 15. I believe he actually finished with 17. But, yeah, this one was a little interesting, the first half. Well, I should say the first couple minutes of this game, he had 6 points in the first couple minutes, and I was like, okay, Jaylen Wells is off to a great start. He had an and one layup, and he hit a 3-ball. So he's 2 for 2 in a couple minutes in this game. I'm like, okay, this is a great start. But at halftime, he's stuck at 6 points still, and he's 2 for 3 from the field. So I'm like, what's going on here, Grizzlies? Get this man the ball. Ridiculous. So second half comes around, he comes out immediately in the second half, gets a dunk inside, and I believe he got a couple other layups as well as this quarter was moving on. So he was stuck at 12 points heading into the fourth quarter. It was also a competitive game, which was great, which means Jaylen Wells was going to be out there. Although his minutes was a little wonky because he only played 24 minutes in this game. He should have been out there for 30 minutes for sure. But the Grizzlies' rotation was really, really strange to me tonight. Because if you go and look at their game logs, every single player that played in this game all kind of played the same amount of minutes. It's kind of crazy. Even the bench guys, they played basically the same amount of minutes as the starters. Nobody saw under 30 minutes. I believe G.G. Jackson was their highest minute guy. He got to 28 minutes, but I mean, in a competitive game, they didn't really have a strong rotation I guess they liked, because they were just throwing everybody out there same amount of time, like it was rec basketball. But yeah, it was interesting. Luckily, Jaylen Wells was able to get this number though. He was just very efficient, 6 for 8 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3-point range. You're gonna take that any day of the week from Jaylen Wells. Now Zion Williamson, here we go, over 31.5 PRA. A pick probably a lot of you guys, especially if you guys have been telling me for a while, know that we have history with Zion and him just absolutely screwing us. He almost did it once again here in this one. He really, really almost did it here in this one. I hate taking Zion, I really do, just because we're always going to get some stupidity involved here. And there was some more stupidity involved in this game as well for Zion. So his final stat line was 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 12 for 19 from the field, 1 for 2 from free throw range. So that's a pretty average game for Zion. It really is. Now, I thought he would definitely grab a lot more rebounds than he did. Only getting 4 rebounds was very, very concerning. He also only got 3 assists. So he really did this a majority with his scoring. Now, I said he was in the best scoring spot for this game for the Pelicans. And also, he also benefited from the injury from Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy got hurt heading into the fourth quarter. So that definitely helped a little bit for his scoring chances. So he was able to get this in the final seconds of this game. For those of you that were watching this game, which I assume most of you were, if you guys were telling me, we were riding on Zion having a clutch moment, because the amount of times Zion has been screwing us by like 1 point this year has been astonishing. But Zion was able to come through here in the final seconds of this game. He had a shot attempt. He tipped it up and in to get 3 points, which pushed him over the 31.5 PRA line. So very, very clutch moment from Zion. Wasn't expecting it. So we'll take that anytime we can get it. So the one that didn't hit for us today is Paulo Banchero over his 25.5 points plus assist line. Man, this dude just absolutely bricked shots all game long. He finished with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He shot 5 for 16 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3-point range. So, if you're going to give Banchero 2 3-pointers, I would say you're looking good for an over, because this is a guy that doesn't make threes very often. He does a majority of his scoring in the mid-range area, in the paint. That's where Banchero thrives. He just couldn't make anything in this game. Very frustrating. I was expecting him to have a good game. He didn't. He got the shot attempts. He got a good amount of shot attempts like I thought he would. He also got to the free throw line a good amount as well. He went 5 for 8 or 5 for 9 from the free throw line. So he got to the free throw line a good amount. Just frustrating waiting for Banchero. He's really like a player that has been underperforming this year. This is a guy that I thought would take the next step this year and be like an all-star player. He just hasn't shown it this year. So very frustrating for Banchero here in this one. The lone one that tripped up. And I also posted 2 picks in the Discord, 2 bonus props today. Brandon Miller over 23.5 points. He finished with 31, smashed that line. And also Asar Thompson over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. He should have smashed this one. He really should have. He finished with 8. He had 6 at halftime. So, unreal that he wasn't able to get 3 more rebounds and assists the whole second half. There was some blowout risk involved here, but he still played around 24, 25 minutes. Just couldn't find anything to get in the stat sheet in the second half. Or else, you guys can see on his right side, I had a slip here where I would have swept this one. So, very frustrating. But I have been flex playing these slips recently, and maybe that's why I'm on a hot streak. We're not going for the full power play, and as much as you guys probably love the payouts for power plays, I love them too, I'm not going to lie. But that whole month of January, I've been power playing really every slip, and it just hasn't been going well at all. I've been losing a lot. Ever since this month of February came around, I started to flex play everything, and we're making profit every single day by a good margin. Very, very good margin. And you guys can see on these slips here, I'm flex playing everything, except for the 2 picks, because you can't really flex play those. You're power playing those. But, all these bigger slips, you're flex playing them. The amount of times that we miss by like 1 or 2, you're going to make your money back at least a little bit. So, yeah, very, very hot streak here in the month of February. And hopefully we can close out this NBA break here into the All-Star break with another very, very strong day. I know it's just 3 picks for you guys. I might be posting more in the Discord depending on how some of the injury news shakes out for that Bucks and Thunder game. I'll talk about it later on in the video. But, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the NBA player props here for today. Before we get into today's picks, I want to quickly show you the projection sheet I use for every single prop. This pulls in minutes, usage, matchup data, and compares the projection directly to the sportsbook line. Every pick you're about to see comes straight from this sheet. I'm not guessing, I'm just playing numbers I think are mispriced. I do offer full access to this projection sheet. It's linked below for everyone that wants to dig deeper. Everything I'm playing today comes from this. Alright, let's get into the props. So, with the first prop here for today, we're taking Jusuf Nurkic, more than 22.5 PRA. Got him at 27.2, and I think this is an absolute lock. This is my favorite play of the day. You know, we got a limited slate today. Not a lot of options, not a lot of good options to say the least, but this one I really feel confident about just because I think there's all kinds of narratives you can throw at this one. Of course, you guys, if you guys are new to the NBA, Jusuf Nurkic kind of made a name for himself with the Trailblazers in his career. So he came up with the Trailblazers, you know, for a few years, and before he got that injury that kind of ruined his trajectory of his career. But he basically played a majority of his career with this Trailblazers roster. So there's a revenge narrative you can play here for Nurkic. I think there definitely is. Also, it's also a great matchup. You guys know how I play center matchups against like a couple teams in the NBA. It's the Wizards, it's the Trailblazers, and I think it's the Mavericks now. So whenever these teams play on an NBA slate, I'm always looking at the usually center matchups and looking if it's really a good matchup for them, and I'm smashing the over. I think this is no exception here for Jusuf Nurkic. I really don't. So we're going to be just smashing Jusuf Nurkic here in this one. I also think that he should play in the mid-20s in minutes. You know, they did get the new acquisition of Jaren Jackson in there and Lauri Markkanen, so he isn't playing like 30 minutes that he has been playing beforehand, but he's still playing some pretty big-time minutes, and I mean, he's a PRA per minute type of player, so he doesn't really need many minutes to smash his line. So he's a guy that does a lot on the floor. Well, I'm expecting a double-double opportunity here. I really am. I think he can definitely get there. He's also a guy that can make the three-pointer. So this matchup's great for Nurkic. It really is. As long as he gets the minutes, this game should be competitive as well. Favorite play of the day. I just don't see... The only reason I can see him not hitting this is maybe he doesn't play as many minutes as I'm expecting him to. Because I got him to play 26 minutes in his game. And the projection's at 27.2. So, I mean, even if he only plays like 22, 21 minutes, he still should get over this line. It might be a little bit of a sweat. And also if it's a blowout. I don't know if it's a blowout. I think both of these teams are not good. And the Jazz, I think, can make this game competitive. So, yeah, I really like Nurkic a lot here. Like the revenge narrative. You can also throw that in there as well. That's just a little extra factor, extra motivation I'm playing as well. But, yeah, Nurkic's favorite play of the day. Going to be smashing him in a ton today. Jumping to pick number 2, we're going to be taking Kevin Porter under 19.5 points. Got him at 17.7. So, again, this was the game that I really don't have a lot for. There's not a lot to talk about just because there's a lot of question marks for this game. There is potential injuries on both sides of this game. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the main two here for both sides of this game. But for Milwaukee, Ryan Rollins, he is kind of a question mark for this game. He missed yesterday's game against the Magic. I don't know if he's going to play in this one or not. So I'm hoping he plays. That's the hope I'm playing here. I don't really know if he's going to play or not. But I have him projected as in. Then we got the Thunder side of things. Jaylen Williams, he made his return yesterday. I should say J-Dub, not J-Will. But Jaylen Williams, J-Dub, I think he's going to play as well. But I don't know that either because it's a back-to-back. He just came back yesterday against the Suns. Are they going to make him play a back-to-back? That's the question mark. So there's a lot of injuries surrounding this game that I can't really give you the best analysis on just because I don't know. You know, I really don't like this game at all. So if you guys don't want to pick this one, I don't blame you. But this is a tough matchup for Kevin Porter. 19.5 points. You're asking him to get 20. He's definitely capable of doing it, but the Thunder have a very good defense as a unit and very good defense on point guards. You know, I think Luguentz Dort will be the primary defender on Kevin Porter in this game, and that dude can absolutely lock people down. So, yeah, Kevin Porter for points upside, I don't love it at all. And I also think there's some blowout risk as well here. Thunder should blow out the Bucks. They really should. So, Kevin Porter probably doesn't play big-time minutes either, considering it is a back-to-back. And he's also coming off an injury as well, so I don't know if they're going to push Kevin Porter fully. So it's actually not a bad pick here. I really like this pick. I think it's definitely a viable option on the under. So Kevin Porter under 19.5 points. I'm assuming Ryan Rollins will be in. I'm assuming the Thunder will have their defenders out there, and I'm also playing the blowout. So that's the 3 factors I'm playing for this one. I think it has a very good chance of hitting the under. So before I get to the last pick for you guys, if you guys can do me a quick solid and smash a like on this video. Only takes a second to do. If you can get this video to 40 likes, that would be amazing. You guys have been killing these videos recently. Let's see if we can't hit a like goal here for the first time on the channel. So 40 likes. If you guys could do it, that would be amazing. So jumping into the last pick for you guys here, closing out NBA, we're going to be targeting PJ Washington, more than 15.5 points plus assists. Got him at 15.7. So you guys probably see the projection. You probably see the line of 15.5. Not strong. Not strong at all. And again, like I said, this slate, it's a small slate. Not that many edges are going to pop up like usual when you get a bigger time NBA slate. So again, this is not my favorite NBA slate by any means. So be cautious with some of your bankroll here on these picks today. But this is also a spot that is going to have no Cooper Flag out there. So no Cooper Flag. So you got to be looking at who's going to be scoring the points for the Mavericks in this game. I would say PJ Washington is going to be one of their primary scoring options. And I think he also plays some pretty big-time minutes. So, again, I'm taking the combo stat here because I believe his regular points line is at 14.5. So, I'm taking it just one, I believe 15.5 points plus assists. I think he could find himself, I think there's definitely a scenario where he gets like 2 or 3 assists. I think the baseline projection I'm projecting up for is 14 points and 2 assists. Hence, you probably get the 15.7 projection line here. So, it's not what I'm totally in love with, but it is a core play I'm going to be running today. I'm going to be running the 2-man with him and Nurkic. So, again, it's not the best slate here today. So, maybe some things will open up in the morning in the projections and rotations. Maybe we'll see something that pops up better. So, join the free Discord. Get those updated projections and updated lines. Also, go sign up for the projection sheet. That way, you get the access daily. It updates a couple times a day. Get the updated lines for some of these and projections. So, you guys know exactly when these lines are going to be good value or bad value. So, highly recommend you guys go sign up for that. All the links are down in the description below for you guys interested in the Discord and the projection sheet. So, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.